Yo everybody, and welcome back to another video on the channel, guys. Today we are doing the MP5 best class setup, guys. As I said, there's going to be a new series on the channel. I'm going to go through every single weapon that is currently in the game. Obviously we are at beta stage at current time of recording this footage, so obviously a lot of these things could change in the future, but I want to go through every single weapon one at a time, seeing how they are, see what's the best tactic for it, boys. So obviously today I've been really focused on the MP5. If you guys do enjoy this video, and obviously let's get straight into this. Okay, so for the MP5 class setup, guys, I do currently have the gun at level 18. I've obviously used the gun a lot, as you can tell by the fact it's a reasonable level. And obviously this is my class, which I'm going to show you guys now, show the attachment I got on it, some of the things that I changed up as I was playing through the gun. To be honest with you, I find the MP5 to be an absolutely amazing weapon. If you guys haven't tried it out in the Call of Duty Modern Warfare beta yet, I highly recommend giving this gun a go. I think it's very good. So yeah, let's get straight into this best class setup, show you guys what I've got. So obviously primary weapons obviously in the MP5. So let's see what attachments I got. So first of all, boys, I do have the flash guard on from my muzzle. The reason I've gone for this, guys, is basically because instead of having, like, when you shoot, having this kind of flash on your screen, it kind of conceals that a bit more, makes it so you can actually see where your target is if he moves out of the way. So yeah, basically suppress the flash of your weapon to help keep your target visible and your position concealed. So I find this very, very helpful in games, because it means when I'm shooting at people, I can still see where they are. For example, it's kind of like having a torch in a gun flashing at you like a bit of lightning if you don't have this on, so I find it very distracted and I can't actually see where my enemy is. So that's the reason I've gone for this over anything like the suppressor or the muzzle brake. Plus obviously they got a lot of cons as well. So obviously for my flash guard, I do have a muzzle flash concealment, which is kind of the reason I took it. But my aim down sight is slightly decreased, but I don't find it is too much of an issue that I find it a problem, because usually for the way I play my game is if I'm going around a corner or I feel an enemy's going to be coming near me at a time, I'm usually already aiming down sight, so this doesn't seem to be much of an issue, except for when an enemy does kind of surprise me. But usually if someone surprises me, I'll hit fire them anyway, so this gun's great at that as well. So I don't really see too much of an issue with that in general, so that's the reason I went for the muzzle being flash guard. For the laser, you could put on the laser to prevent hip fire. The reason I haven't got this on is because I do play some of the night modes. So not just the night modes, but obviously I play some maps which are kind of dark areas. And obviously if I'm waiting around a corner, know someone's about to come around that corner, or I want to, you know, push somewhere, they can see my laser, and I don't like somebody being able to know where I am from you seeing my laser come around that corner. So that's the reason I haven't put that on, because I feel like it gives me a position. Obviously there is no cons of having this on except from that. So yeah, that's the reason I did go for laser. I do not recommend anyone using it. Obviously if you want to use it for hip fire, I do recommend that, but just the fact that I don't want people to know where I am is the reason I didn't go for a laser overall. So yeah, that's the reason I didn't go for that in the end. Furthermore, boys, we do have the optic of, I've gone for the hollow sight, the Corp Combat hollow sight. I did try out the reflex sight. I think that's a very good sight as well, so if you do want to go for that one instead, that is fine. But I found that the Corp Combat hollow sight was the best one out of the lot. I've tried all of them, and for me, I find this one very works to my playstyle. I like to have a very nice sight. I don't want it to be too big or clunky or rounded and too small. This was just the right size. It was nice and open. I could see what I was doing. Very, very nice. I highly recommend this one for you guys, because obviously I don't usually use holographic sights. I usually use red dot sights in most of my games, but I found that this one was very good. I really do like this holographic sight overall. But obviously this does decrease my aim down sight speed slightly, but as I said, I'm a guy that does like to aim down sights before I get into a battle already, because I can hear people, all that kind of good stuff, so I find this not an issue. And also it doesn't really down that much that I find it very significant enough to really go, do you know what, I won't take this sight. So that's the reason I've gone for the hollow sight for this weapon overall. Moving on, boys, we do have the stock. I haven't gone for the stock yet, even though I don't have it unlocked. It's probably one of the reasons I haven't put it on. But to be honest with you, I don't feel like it's very much needed. The only thing it does is means that you can move left and right whilst aiming down sights a bit quicker, but I don't feel that's really necessary, because this gun's a very lightweight gun. You can move very fast with it anyway. But obviously it does make it so your aiming's a bit better and the steadiness of the gun's worse. So I don't feel that's going to help you, because I'd much rather be able to hit my bullets on the target rather than being able to move out of the way a bit faster, I guess. So yeah, the reason I wouldn't put the stock on personally, I don't feel that's needed. So yeah, that's the reason I haven't put that on. Moving on, boys, we do go to the underbarrel. I go for an angled foregrip over the vertical foregrip. The reason for this, and probably not a lot of you guys would agree with me on this one, is because I prefer my weapon's recoil to go up rather than sideways, because I can deal with a recoil going up a lot easier than I can recoil going left and right. I can easily kind of deal with vertical recoil. So the reason I go for horizontal is so then I don't have recoil going kind of, when I shoot, instead of it going like a bit more like left and right like that, it goes kind of up and down, if you see what I mean. So that's the reason I've gone for the angled foregrip, because it basically reduces horizontal control, but it does reduce my movement speed in general in games by a little bit, but I don't feel that's going to be significant enough to really kind of make me not want to take this. I feel like it's very helpful. I haven't actually taken any magazines, boys, for this MP5, because it comes in general with 30 bullets, I'm pretty sure, which I feel like is enough. You can get an easy 2, 3, 4 kills with 30 bullets before needing to reload if you get into a big fight. And I've never ever gone to a position where I need to reload mid-bout. It's happened to me a couple of times, but I do feel like it's significant enough for me to go, I want to use it for extended mags, and also does down my aim down sight speed even more, which I don't want to have it decrease anymore, because then I won't be aiming down sights, like it'll take me ages. So I thought that wasn't a good idea. And also my movement speed will be decreased even more, which I quite like to kind of have a reasonable amount of that. And then obviously you can get the 10mm auto ammunition, which could in fact come out very more helpful, because it does mean that is higher. It does more damage to players, these ones, but however it does decrease my fire rate quite a bit with my aim and recoil control. The reason I haven't got that on, boys, is because of something I will tell you guys in a second on another attachment I put on. So first of all, my rear grip, I have put on the pistol grip, because I don't see why you wouldn't want to put this on. It's increase your aim down sight speed and your sprint to fire speed, which I think is very helpful. It means you can fire a lot more quicker, and obviously get your sights aimed a bit quicker, which I feel like is very helpful, considering the fact in previous attachments I've downed my aim down sight speed, so I feel like this is very helpful to put on. And finally, boys, as I said, I have worked on the FMJ. As I said a minute ago, I didn't have on the 10mm, which does a bit more damage. I put on the FMJ instead to kind of make up for that, I'd say, because I don't feel like I want to be able to basically, I don't want to have it so like if I shoot someone, they're going to get healed up a bit quicker. I'm not worried about that. Not worried about fast melee, because I don't really go around meleeing people very often. It's not really a thing I do, because obviously a lot of last couple of years of COD, it's been 2 punches to kill. I don't know if about this one, I haven't really tried it, I gotta be honest with you guys, I think it's just 1. So yeah, I just don't really knife anymore, because it's just not really the way I like to play the game. I don't really need to see people's nameplates from great distances, because I feel like you see the enemy anyway, so you just start shooting if you wanted to. Plus this is a kind of a medium to short range gun, so not really too much an issue with that. And then obviously SMJ giving me the increased bullet penetration and damage against equipment and kill streaks, which I do find very helpful. So yeah, that is very helpful. I feel like that's going to very help me out in games. So that is what I've got on my MP5. Obviously moving on to my secondary weapon, I have gone for the .50 GS, because this is kind of like a magnum weapon. I didn't want to go for the M19 because it does have quicker fire rates. If you do shoot them and obviously hit quite a few shots, you will kill them pretty quick. But I felt that if I want to use the MP5, which is a short range weapon, I could probably use this a bit of a long range, or also just to finish off an enemy, just get 1 bullet off, was all I need. So that's the reason I went for that. I don't have any attachments on it yet, because I haven't actually leveled up this weapon yet, and also I don't think it matters too much. I wouldn't recommend putting a siren or anything. I feel like this is just good as it is. For perks, boys, I have gone for double time. The reason I've gone for this one is because it does increase my tactical sprint, which is the sprint where you go very quick, and I feel like that's very helpful. I can increase that duration, because if at the start of the game I can get straight to the action, because I can get a bit further than everybody else, kind of get the heads up on everyone else, I feel like that'd be very helpful. Furthermore, increasing my crouch movement speed. I do like to crouch quite a bit, get behind a bit of cover, being able to move nice and quick. I feel like it's very helpful, so that's the reason I went for that as my perk number 1. My second perk, boys, I've gone for undetected by UAVs, radar drones, heartbeat sensors, and high alert. Hide the death marks of enemies that I kill. I feel like this is extremely helpful. If you don't use this perk, I don't know what you're doing. This is an insane one. I feel like it's kind of OP for a perk, to be fair, compared to all the other ones. I just find it very helpful not being able to be seen by anybody, kind of be a bit more stealthy with my class, which I find very, very helpful and very good. I would recommend using Ghost on all your classes. And obviously, finally, perk number 3, I have used Battle Hardened. It basically, what it does, it reduces strength of enemy flash done EMP effect. So basically, if someone comes at me, throws a flash at me, usually you won't be able to see for a few seconds, whilst this would obviously reduce it quite significantly. So if somebody kind of flashes me and then it goes off, I can't see anything. By the time they've run around that corner to try and kill me, I can already see again. So hopefully, you know, basically make it so I don't die as often from EMPs, stuns, and all that kind of good stuff. So that's the reason I went for that, perk number 3. I kept it very simple, my lethals and tacticals, however. I've gone for a frag grenade because I quite like cooking a grenade, and thrown around a corner with about a second left, which obviously you can't really do with a Claymore or a Semtech. I would never take Claymore because I feel like it's just something you shouldn't really take. And Semtech, obviously, not really a fan of that. Flash grenade, I've obviously gone for that. Basically it blinds the death of targets, basically opposite to what my perk's done, which obviously, yeah. I've gone for that because I'd rather people won't be able to see or hear where I'm coming from if I throw one of these, rather than slow their movement and aiming, because obviously they know where I'm coming from. If they can see, but they just can't move as quickly, so I don't find that's going to be as helpful. So yeah, that's the reason I went for flash grenade, you know, keep it nice and simple. So basically guys, that is my MP5 class setup. I feel like this is absolutely a great class. If you ever do go and use this, boys, let me know how you guys are finding it. In my opinion, this class, I've changed it up absolutely loads of times, and I feel like this is the absolute best class that you can get from this weapon. Obviously, if you guys have any other opinions, anything you would change from this class, let me know in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As I said, loads more class setups coming very soon. I'm going to try and release as many as I can on the lead up to Call of Duty Modern Warfare coming out. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.